The biography of Frank McCourt by M&A Partnership.
McCourt's family was poor, very poor, but they always had something to look forward or up to. They made the most out of everything and the best out of nothing. Frank McCourt's father was a drinker and wasted the little money he had on alcohol. However, he was there for McCourt. He read him stories, was there when he was sick, and he was like a father should be when he wasn't drinking. The last teacher Mr. McCourt had was a man named O'Halloran. Mr. McCourt said that he was the only one who offered words of encouragement. He said that they were unique individuals and could think for themselves. And he told McCourt that he was a literary genius. Mr. McCourt contracted typhoid as a child because of the sanitation conditions. The lavatory was located catty-corner to the kitchen. We know a lavatory as the bathroom. All families in the lane shared this lavatory and dumped their buckets there. Flies would settle in the lavatory, then come and settle in the jamble, and Mr. McCourt contracted typhoid from it. They did not have medicine available to him, so he spent 3.5 months in the hospital in the summer, which nearly killed him. In school, McCourt was asked to write about an object in their childhood. His object was the bed that all 3 of his brothers and him shared. The mattress collapsed in the middle because everyone peed in the bed, so the springs were gone. They tried to keep it together with strings, and eventually their bodily fluids rotted the springs away. They all rolled into the middle and fought about it. Also, they were being bitten by fleas, so sometimes they would light a candle and smack the fleas off of one another all night. He said it was probably the most concrete image he kept from his childhood.
McCourt's family was extremely poor, making even the smallest amounts of food precious. A quote from Mr. McCourt that really shows how poor his family was is, "So poverty does make things precious. It turns everything into jewelry."
When Mr. McCourt came to America in late 1940s, he was labeled because when he spoke, people would say, "Oh, you're Irish." He explained that now he was a low-caste Irish type, and somehow he dealt with it, and how the Irish Americans even would be looking down on him. His quote was, "I knew then that I was, again, at the bottom of the heap."
When McCourt came to America, he had no idea what he wanted as a career. He thought he'd like to have a job in an office, something reliable with a routine. He also wanted to meet a girl, have children, and be happy. When he went into the school he was teaching at, he expected to be really in charge and have the students respect him, but he was very surprised that the students showed no respect towards him. He learned that to gain the students' respect, he had to be open and honest with them. Even at a young age, McCourt was very passionate about writing. He loved the idea of putting words together that nobody had ever put together before. At the age of 9 or 10, he attempted to write a detective novel, showing how much he loved writing. Even in school, he would write 500 words for a 150-word essay. In college, he had to write about a single thing from his childhood. The object he chose was the bed he shared with his brothers. The paper earned him an A+, showing that he was an amazing writer.
Mr. McCourt was born in Brooklyn, New York on August 19, 1930. Sadly, he died in Manhattan, New York on July 19, 2009, at the age of 78.